few more moments. We're just setting up our recordings. All right, guys. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. It's 6:07. The way Zoom shows me on this side, I'm not able to okay, I can jump back in. I can jump back in. I can jump back in. I just found it out. All right. So we're recording. This is great. We can always go back and look at this for sure when it comes to studying. So let's pretty much, man, Tuesday night we had a lot to review and learn. It was really good. It wasn't, I don't think it was too much, but it gave some insight and theory background to what we like to do, which is hair removal. Um, can I get two people to share something you learned on Tuesday night that we reviewed on? Just a recap before we get ready to jump into tonight's lesson. Two people volunteer. Um, and I'm not telling you particularly, just give me two things that you can you can jog your memory from what we talked about last week, Tuesday.
I learned about the hair growth stages.
Uh-huh. Hair growth
I
stage.
mm-hmm. And I learned about the cilia, the eyelashes, the supercilia, the
Supercilious
eyebrow.
is the eyebrow.
Yes.
And Celia
Um,
is
cilia is the eyelashes.
Then you got catagen. One on, yeah. That's the ACT. It's the it is the growth cycle of the hair. I think. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been doing my research, y'all. Stop playing with me.
And adagen is the growth. The catagen is the pause, and the telogen is the fallout and the shedding.
mm-hmm. Ooh, look at y'all.
Oh, we learned about baby hairs too. Where's Dynasty?
That we be making
I'm
baby
right
hairs.
here.
We be making baby hairs, but Dynasty got her some original baby hairs.
Yes.
Okay, so lanugo. You remember that word?
Oh, Lanugo. That's the soft hairs.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Lanugo and downy hair replaces no vellus and downy hair replaces what?
It replaces vellus hair.
Vellus. Girl, I tried to get you and you got it. You gotta always stay on. You gotta stay on. So for the ones that were not on, we got to discover lanugo, vellus, and terminal hair. I tried to get her switched up a little bit, but she got it. Lanugo, we're pretty much what born with it, and once that sheds, it's where you say, "Oh, just like feel like a baby behind." They're really saying this hair. Then once it sheds, you get vellus hair and terminal hair. Okay, and sometimes you could remove vellus hair in the wrong direction and with the wrong tool, the wrong technique, and terminal hair grow back. So when you've heard people say, "I don't really want to, get the little undercover mustache wax. We can see it, but we can't see it." They said because I heard it grows back thicker. Well, if that myth probably has some truth to it, not so much thicker. It's just not vellus hair anymore, but terminal hair, which is what you can see, and it's definitely thicker and has more pigment and has more punch to it. And so we want to advise our clients, once you start with the hair removal, it's good to make sure you got a professional and you bring them from a first time customer into a client. You don't need to be waxing and jumping around. That's something you don't want to do. Like, people don't play about their hair. You do not want to have all these people waxing you, and they don't nobody know. They just going back to the basics. They don't know what stage of hair growth you in, what year, what type of hair removal. So it's good that when you find somebody, you find somebody. Okay. And so that's a recap, a little bit of what we talked about. And somebody is messaging me. I'm telling them to just jump on. Let's see if she jumps on. Lord, my. Let's see. I'm sending somebody the login. So give me one moment, you guys. Okay, what's this meeting ID? Let me see. Oh, Dynasty trying to get back in. Okay. Um,
Miss D, Dynasty said, can you let her back in?
yeah, I just did.
She let me in.
My
Thanks.
bad, Dynasty. I'm working right now, so I ain't texting back. But yeah, I told her.
Oh, it's alright. Thanks.
Thank you. Let me see. I'm trying to let somebody in. It seems like when you're trying to do two things, you got a lot going on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Let me go to Zoom. How do we invite? Okay. Hmm. This is why I'm gonna need. Hold on. It's interrupting our flow. 422 786. I'm not able to retrieve it. All right. I got to get back to it. My apologies, guys. Thanks for waiting. That person is going to have to find what they need. Unfortunately, can't stop and help. Um, so, as we prepare to move forward, we're going to break down a little bit more of the growth cycle. Okay, we're going to explaining the growth cycle and why sometimes we see people with abnormal hair growth. And so when we got over to the growth cycle, the ACT, the antigen, catagen, telogen. And I love the way you guys retrieve the information that tells me that learning is taking place. So kudos to you guys. Hair is always growing. It's always in a stage of growing. And whenever one is coming out, you can believe there's another one underneath that is coming up as well, such as some of the pictures and diagrams that we've seen. We are going to watch like a little getting stuff together. So I want to make sure everybody has everything. Types of hair that's on our body. Can anybody remember the hair for men? When men that
Barber.
Miss D, your phone breaking
have
up.
beard hair, a whole beard, that hair called the hair on the
Barbara.
face for me.
Miss D,
Barbara.
your phone breaking up, Miss D.
Yes, spell it for me. Barber. It's Barba. Barba. Okay.
B-A-R. Barber.
Barba.
Can anybody hear me?
We can
Miss
loudly.
D, your phone breaking up.
Okay, hold on.
There you go.
That's
You
all.
got it?
Yep.
Okay.
Still trying.
Okay. Let me know if I'm on my PC computer, so let me know what's going on. I thought it'll all be loud enough. Okay. So yeah, as we begin to move into talking about anything that hairdressers use, and actually, we all deal with hair, and hair is considered an appendage of the skin. So it's just a cousin to the skin. It's something that's attached to the skin, and such as nails is also considered an appendage of the skin. And so that's why sometimes when you see us talk about hair, we also mention skin and nails. We're all on the same system. Okay, we're on the same system. That particular system gets the last of all the good stuff in the body. Integumentary system. It's the last. And so pretty much our nervous system said, hey, we need to breathe, we need to digest, we need to function and focus, and we have a food that person is eating. And so this is why it's so important for us, because we service the outside and we can take care of those appendages. But there comes a time where the client inside, because it makes our job better. And if they take care of themselves on the inside, with your clients, and where you can tell them about the health of the body and the benefits of taking care of themselves, how it benefits their skin and it helps you help them. We're always going to be in those components. Wellness is skincare. We're all in a big family. And so you're never going to leave from telling your clients and educating them and advising them on how to take care of them to be one of the next components. Let's look at antigen stage. It's our A. For anything that's in bold, highlighted, you need to know that definition. Let's just dive in a bit more. Says the antigen phase is the boost. Okay, new keratinized cells. The key word keratinized, you've seen that before. Keratin. It is another word
Miss
for protein.
Miss D,
Yes.
we have nothing on the screen.
Can you see me now?
Got it. Got it.
Face.
Yes.
Thank you. I appreciate you. I'm trying to figure out this new Zoom looks totally different. It did a whole makeup. And when I'm sharing the screen, I can't chapter 11. Um we just finished a recap. This so as soon as we finish, I will take that link and drop it in the group, and everybody who came in late. If you don't learn none of the memorize the words word for word. What's going to help is identifying how you learn, and based on how you learn, you start to categorize and retrieve that information. Okay, and so antigen is always bold, and we always look for that. And if I could say, give me one word, antigen, somebody would say what? GROWTH.
Growth.
Growth. Uh
So
huh.
so Miss D,
Go
we
ahead.
still don't have a screen.
Oh wow! I thought y'all just said y'all seen the screen.
We did, but it popped out.
My goodness! Stop it! Somebody ain't praying.
On my end, your voice is kind of going in and out as well.
Mine's too.
Hold on. It's ridiculous. Okay. Can you see the textbook now, antigen phase?
Yes, we're there.
Okay.
Yes.
I keep a look on my left because it says Sharon. That's what I see. But thank you again. So when you hear the word antigen, you should always, okay, that's the growing stage of hair. And then the next sentence talks about, it says new keratinized cells. I wanted to pause right there when you see the word keratin. When you see the word keratinized, when you see the word protein, our body needs protein, but our hair, skin, and nails are made up of protein. Okay. You have about your hair itself
Your screen stopped sharing, and maybe it's just mine. I don't know.
you wave it. If it pops off, y'all, don't leave. I'm popping it right back on. Um, no matter what you do to the hair is made. Hair, skin, and nails are made up of 97% protein. Your body, that's naturally you're building the strength of your hair. You're building the strength of your skin, and you're building the strength of your to your hair, skin, and nails. We try to go and find all these products of people that say this works, try this, try this. With my mind, I go all the way to the back of. Since we're having issues with the structure, let's find out what it's made up of and rebuild it. That's what goes back to my mind. So, for instance, hair, I want you to make a note of this. The word cones is an acronym also. COHNS. COHNS. Okay? Dynasty back in. Hey Lauren, how are you? Lauren, it's cool if you want to stay on. We don't have Cosmo tonight. We'll pick back up on with Cosmo next week. But because you are Cosmo, we are talking about hair growth. So stick on if you want to, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome, awesome. All right, so keratin, if you hear that word, think of protein. Keratinized cells, protein cells. Everything in the body, it starts with a cell. And so when our hair is weak, our skin is not in the best condition, it needs to be rebuilt. Um, Sometimes people could over process their hair with lighteners and relaxers, and you put water on it, it look like mush. That's no longer hair. So we have to rebuild the hair that's coming in. And when we rebuild it, we put what it's made up of back into it. And so CONS, COHNS, stands for carbon, CARBON, oxygen, OXYGEN, hydrogen, that's the H, HYDROGEN, nitrogen, that's the N, NITROGEN, and sulfur, SULFUR. Cones, COHNS, the five elements that make what we see as hair: carbon, oxygen, hydrogen, nitrogen, and sulfur. This is why old school remedies of getting sulfur 8, putting it on your scalp, or doing whatever your grandma and them used to do with the sulfur 8 worked, because you were replacing and repairing what the hair is made up of, what is made up of. And that's why sometimes when you think about those key ingredients, the old school stuff, that it used to work, because it was literally those products were built to repair and replace what wasn't there anymore. And a lot of products, and whether it's for skincare or hair care, are not made with that much research and development. It's made because people want to smell a certain way, they want it to feel a certain way, they want it to look a certain way, and it's hot and trendy. And so we're going to do our research with that. But whenever you see keratinized cells, you need to know, okay, oh, that's protein. Now we're starting to build what we call hair. Okay. So I got one hairdresser on here. That one hairdresser on here, she'll have a lifelong career if she just remember how hair grows and what the hair is made up of, because wigs, weaves, extensions will go away. But at the end of the day, people are wanting to wear the hair. They want to be free from all of those other elements that they may have going on. And if you can replace what was lost, you will always have a client, because they'll know, okay, this person cares about me. They're smart, they're intelligent, they know how to bring it back in, if you can bring it back again. Switch over to estheticians. We need to know what phase the hair is in before we remove it. Sometimes you have estheticians, you may say, hey, we're going to let your hair grow out for about 6 months. And a person may have fine hair, and this person still may, in different areas, may have vellus hair. Letting it grow out for a longer period of time, it just gives us enough that we can remove. Okay. And it also, if a person could pass and it doesn't bother them, it should be okay. But 6 months is very drastic if they're used to getting hair removal. Okay. I'm here, y'all. All right. Most of the time, when you start doing Brazilian waxes and eyebrow waxes and things of that nature, you get accustomed to knowing what type of hair the client has. So whether it's terminal, whether it's vellus, whether it's in this canagen stage, its growing stage. And if you really are concerned, think about the seasons. Okay. Learn about how the skin reacts and hair reacts, the season, the weather, the changes. Okay. That's going to always be great. Let's look at this. It says activity is keratin during the anagen stage. All right. Once those cells get the nourishment, it's going to pick up color. It's going to pick up DNA, which is going to tell it. It's going to pick up an identity. This hair should probably be produced this way. It's going to come out with a curl, a kink, a straight. It's going to come out black, blonde, red, or it's going to come out super thick or super or thin. It's going to pick up activity. Okay. All of that goes on in the hair bulb. The hair bulb pushes down into the right in the middle, and then it's going to add more. Okay. Um, Hair on the scalp remains in the anagen stage for years. All right, hairdressers. So when your clients are saying, you know, my hair has not been growing for what's on the outside has caused your hair not to grow for 2 years. When in fact, the hair. All right, so we're gonna keep it moving. Easily we could get off track. It's for years. Other areas like eyelashes, eyelashes have a short growing phase. The length of the anagen phase determines the length of the hair. Please keep that in mind. How the anagen phase is, it's going to determine how long the hair grows. So when you see clients with any kind of hair removal, without you knowing, without you even asking your clients, one of the consultation questions I would say would ask about how long their natural hair is. If they got their natural hair out and it's shoulder length or longer, oh, so their anagen stage, their growth stage, they stay in that for a long time. All right. And so that's going to be good for you because you're going to easily, like, it's growing. This person is going to be able to come back within 14 to 21 days because their hair is going to grow more rapidly. Seeing someone who, and you can ask them a question like this: what's the longest does your hair usually grows out to before you cut it? You know, some people may say, oh, it goes neck or right under the ear. And so, of course, that's going to be a shorter growing phase. It doesn't mean that their growth is stunted, but you could, if you were a hairdresser, ask more questions to what's going on with the hair. With estheticians, we pretty much want to know how long does their hair usually grow out, what's the longest length it's been, and how long it's been that longest length. We're taking the questions from talking about their hair in reference to finding out how the hair. So it says eyelashes have a short anagen phase, and eyelashes are going to be 3 to 6 months, guys, not years. Okay. And if you were a lash specialist and you know the average client is going to be in an anagen growth stage for 3 to 6 months, 3 to 6 months, you can say, well, what time of the year do you usually see a lot of shedding? You can ask them about the hair on their scalp or the eyelashes. What time of the year do you see a lot of shedding? So, Jada, we know is a lash specialist. She's a lash professional. This is a question that she would ask her new clients or even all of her clients coming in. What time of the year do you see a lot of your hair shedding the most? That's going to tell me that time of the year they're in that shedding stage. So if someone told me, well, maybe around January, February, March, January and February, what time of the year is that? What season is January and February?
Winner.
Winter. So if someone says, well, with lashes, my lashes shot up. It's not nothing they're doing. It's not the person doing it because you know they'll say that. It's simply their growth cycle. So around January and February, maybe, and we're not geniuses, but we're real close to it. Around January and February, you are in the telogen phase. So maybe around January, February, those are your shedding months. That's your winter season where you know the client hair shape growth phase. Okay. So if we know the winter is when our client lashes shed the most, we may we know that we're not gonna have them stay a longer period of time. Okay, I'm gonna stay right here for a moment while I hook my iPad up. I think it's the Wi-Fi. Okay, so just so I can get my point across before anything else comes up. Um, If a client sheds their eyelash hairs more in the winter, you need to know that in the spring, in the winter, if they're going to get lashes, maybe in the winter they can take a break or they can move to another form, because if their lashes are shedding, the expensive lashes extensions that they usually wear would not be on long. Okay, so you wouldn't get the same length of wear. So all that talking, did nobody hear me? My God. Lord, today. All right. Okay. Let me breathe. What was the last thing you guys heard me break down?
The anagen phase.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
we it's okay, Miss D. It's okay.
I mean, I just gave y'all the business. I just gave y'all the business. Y'all about to go open up shop, make money tomorrow. Okay. All right. So this is what I was saying, guys. Learning where our clients are, where their growing stage is, asking them the question, do you ever notice when you shed hair? Or what season, what months do you usually see a lot of shedding? Um, and you're asking it about their hair, but you need to ask that if they wear lashes, you need to ask that question. Is there a season where you see your lashes kind of fall out more rapidly than any other time of the year? And somebody may answer January, February. I said that that's winter. Okay. And so now with Miss Mary, I'm gonna call her Mary Ann. With Mary Ann, we know that her lashes they shed more in January and February in the winter. Okay. And so if her lashes shed more in the winter, it makes no sense. Well, it wouldn't be advised if she gets $150 set of lash extensions on all the time. I would not sell her that $150 set lash extension. I would sell her something more temporary, like clusters or something, because she's gonna have more shedding around this time. I don't want her to feel that the $150 she spent on her lash extensions, something is going on because they're not lasting as long. And it's not going to last a long time doing this telogen phase. And so we know with Miss Mary Ann right now, winter is a shedding season for her. What happens after it sheds? It grows again. You're going to be in that growth stage for lashes for about 6 months, 3 to 6 months, mostly 6 months. That's where you should make the bulk of your money in the summer and in the spring and in the summer. So they may wear expensive sets. They may get longer wear out of them in the spring and in the summer. But when it comes to this time of the year, like fall, okay, now it's time to transition Miss Mary Ann to a different set of lashes, because now we're in the resting phase. We may be in this resting phase for a season, maybe a month. Sometimes people are in the resting phase for about 10 days. We're only here for a season. And then we can transition over to whatever she's going to wear for the winter. That gives you a client for every month of the year. She comes to see you. She don't have time to go to nobody else. She is coming to see you consistently throughout the year. There's no such thing as a slow period. We're just not working it. Okay. So our services should adapt to the season and the growth pattern of our clients. All right. And we keep them around longer by educating them and then having something for them. A lot of times when people say they're slow, they're not working it. They're still offering the client the first thing they got when she first came to the salon. They have never deviated from their basic service. When the seasons change, if how long has Halloween been out? Anybody know when you went in the store? How long has Halloween been in the store? Anybody know?
Well, I'm gonna say since August, but I
Yeah. How long Christmas been in the store?
Christmas been in the
It's
store.
now in the store.
Well,
Yeah,
it started in August.
yeah. Christmas has been in the stores since August. It ain't even December. When you start seeing, don't remake the wheel. When you start seeing Walmart, Hobby Lobby, Target, all the major stores start to bring in and prepare for the season change, you got to prepare your clients too. You do the same thing to prepare your clients for the season change. Right now, they should already know whatever payment plan for the whatever plan to transition out for the year, they should already be on that. They should already know what it is or paid up on it. Okay. And then when in January come, they working on spring break, what they popping out with spring break. So there's no such thing as a slow client. We're simply educating them about what's going on with their hair, whether it's on their scalp or on their under their underarm, in their intimate areas, or eyebrows or lashes. All right. And so there's no such thing as a slow period. And this information is amazing for people who plan to wax a lot. If you plan to wax a lot, you do not want to be Miss Cox. I'm slow. I'm good in the spring and the summer. I don't know what to do the rest. You're not working it. You're not educating them. You haven't prepared your clients on what they should be doing and what they should be getting in the other parts of the year. When it comes to esthetician, and I'm gonna jump back over estheticians this time of the year, whatever you know your client like to show off when it get warm, that's what we work on from now to February. Body glows, that's just a body exfoliation. Back treatments, body wraps, body contouring, all that is just preparation now for when they go on spring break. And I use spring break a lot because that's when the numbers rise as far as estheticians and hairstylists start to make more money. People, and when it gets warmer, they spend more money and they're going on vacations and spring break. So they have extra money. Um, and so those are the services we should be doing now. Waxing is a 12-month service. We wax all year long because the hair is always growing. Okay. And we're not in the telogen phase for a very long time at all. Some people, it may be even the catagen. We're not in those phases for a long period of time. 80% of the time, your hair is in a growing stage. And it's only little windows that your hair is not in a growing stage. As an esthetician or a cosmetologist, you have to find out where each client is and you build their routine. How often do you come into the shop, the bar, the suite, whatever, and get that service done? It's based on how often their hair grows. And again, when you see somebody next time with a longer length hair, it needs to be a light bulb that goes off. They always in the growing stage. I'm gonna book them a lot because their hair is always in the growing stage. So even if I wax it, guaranteed 14 to 20 days, they're gonna be back here because their hair gonna be right back again. Catch someone who's short hair, you have to ask them, what's the longest length your hair has grown other than you cutting it? And then you just kind of figure out where they are, whether they are in a shorter growing stage or a longer growing stage. You know, it's bigger than just buying a wax and learning the technique. That's why we have study time, because I want to make sure everybody understands this. And it is the big difference between someone who's bootleg and someone who got some credentials. Okay. It's just really is. And so I wanted to take a moment and talk about that catagen phase. And I'm gonna move over to catagen. Okay. I'm gonna move over to catagen and I'm headed to the page now. So hold on. Are y'all learning something? Let me know.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Awesome, 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 awesome. Okay. So we know anagen mean growth, and we can look at how long somebody's hair there and know how long they've been in the anagen stage. Most of the time when you see someone with a longer length hair, that wherever that hair stops, that hair has been on the head the longest, of course, and it could be up to 6 years. Okay, could be up to 6 years. If someone has all of a sudden their hair has done a 360 and you can see pictures and it's been a year and you don't know what's going on, a lot of time it's something going on internal, and so you would need to refer them to maybe a doctor or ask them what health issue happened in the last 12 months, what medications were changed in the last 3 to 6 months. Most of the time it's something going on inside, and most of the time it may be something with the circulatory system or the cardio with the heart, or it may be something with thyroids, liver, um, digestive, brain, all of those systems say we got to work. But they will pull everything when one of those major organs ain't functioning the way it's supposed to function. So anything dealing with your kidneys, anything dealing with the brain, the eyes, anything dealing with the heart, especially, you'll find that most of your body strength and attention and all the other systems would go to try to support this system. And so hair, skin, nails tend to fall on the backside. And when you see drastic changes like that, you need to know could be a medication, could be a sudden something. If they say they hadn't been to the doctor, please encourage them to go, because you could be the one discovering something. And I've had clients, students who educate clients, and then they go and found out that they had a lump or they had a lymph node or something, and that was it was a trigger for them to go and get some help, some help. You know, find out what was going on with doctors and stuff like that. So it was a blessing in disguise, just by noticing certain things and being nosy. So my internet is acting up as usual, per usual. Um, yeah. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm probably gonna record this lesson again because I it's not doing you guys any justice. But we did get through some of the basics. We did do a recap. We also talked about the antigen phase. As you guys prepare to come back next week, I've been working hard, and I do have an announcement for you. But I'm going to individually send out the announcement. It's a good announcement, not a bad announcement. So I'm going to individually send it out to you, and I'm excited about new beginnings. Um, so we did move, and we are not far. We're still like literally in the same neighborhood. But we now have water access for our Cosmos students, and that was majorly important. And we're more visible to people. So hopefully we'll get more clients in where you can work a clinic floor and things of that nature. So I'll be spending the weekend just doing some spruce ups, a lot of spruce ups. And so I'm going to send you just a little flyer about where we are, new beginnings, and you can say, what a fall break. So truly a blessing. And if you guys, yeah, I'm just gonna re-record this because I got some more stuff I want to talk about, but my internet is just acting up. I can't pull it up for you guys right now. But I wanted to leave you with that. Go ahead. You know how to do your clock in tonight. Continue to study. If you are in SEMA, go ahead and read about catagen intelligence. Okay? Antigen, catagen intelligence, the ACT. That's what I'm going to go over. And then we're going to talk about excessive hair growth. So that's where everybody can talk about. That's where women have hair in areas where normally hair does not grow. So we're going to talk about that. And from there, we're going to learn what services we can offer our clients. Okay.
Jada said, "Can you let her in?" I told her we're finna leave, but she's okay. Well, you let her in.
Yeah. Yeah, we're back.
Miss
I'm
D.
sorry.
We got
Miss
new
D.
beginnings.
Miss D.
Uh-huh.
What's this?
I can't hear you.
What's this about, Miss D?
New beginnings. I think you're going to like it.
What area we in?
We're in the same area, Hickory Hill.
Okay. So East
Yeah.
Memphis.
Yeah. We're in the mall.
Okay.
Yeah, we're in the mall. We have outside security, we have inside security, and um this it's a truck driving school, and I think it's a boxing school. They keep saying, when your students coming, none of your business. And yeah, they don't need no facials.
Oh,
So
You sure, Miss D, they don't need facials?
I'm just getting to know people. But for our Cosmo, we got to put some shampoo bowls up, and so we'll be able to do Cosmo be able to do hair just like skincare people be able to do services. So just getting that together, new beginnings, and sometimes I just flow with God. So and sometimes that's how we roll. So we're right here. Instead of going down the little dip, we'll come in right at the mall. So I'm gonna send you a flyer with the new address and location. You can come in from the back side, but you can probably park in the front. There's security that's always sitting there watching your vehicle. So that's cool. And we are right by the food court. So
Miss D, that's crazy because everybody just getting new beginnings. Yes. We acting bad, honey.
and I ain't heard that all week. Thank you. How do you know I missed it?
We acting bad, honey.
We acting up. I guess so. And I have officially heard the whole Glorilla, so we got something to talk about when you come back.
What we got to talk about? Oh, yeah.
To add something to the playlist. I need instrumental. That's what I need. I need instrumental Glorilla, and we're gonna be all right. Okay.
I'm
We gonna be
obsessed
all
with
right.
her. I'm obsessed with her.
Yeah, we
Any
gonna we
type
gonna.
of promotion that I do for my business, because my business is called Sensational Glow, she is always in the background.
Oh man. Yeah, I mean, she doing it for the aunties, so I can't.
Yes, because I'm
I'm
a
so proud of her.
OTT.
I'm super proud of her. I'm super proud of her. So I'm excited, y'all. I send y'all a flyer with all the details on it. I can't wait to see y'all next week.
Miss D,
And
I need to buy some more scrubs. The scrubs that you gave me, I took the tag off of them, but they're too big.
what size was that?
A small.
Oh, you need an extra small, Sonny?
Yeah. I'm trying to gain some weight.
Okay, I gotta call my people because I know they went on vacation.
Miss
Um,
D,
mhm.
and can I get a scrub shirt too? Because I haven't got mine yet, but I need one because I don't know what my
a,
other shirt is.
a scrub
What
shirt.
what
Send
side do
me.
you
Oh, let me tell you. Miss D, my client. She said somebody in Fraser they sell $5 scrubs. If y'all need.
They do monogramming.
She don't know all them, Miss D.
I have a
I'm gonna
client that
send you
does
the information.
monogramming, if you need some monogramming done.
Yeah, the lady in Horn Lake does my monogramming, but I'm always good for a plug. So get that info, Jada, because I
Awesome.
could definitely go pick some up, okay?
Okay.
Um yeah, so Dynasty, send me the size. Sunny, send me the size. Y'all just inbox me. Send me the size and I'll call over to J&D Uniform. That's what we usually get and see if Desiree can have it for me for next week, okay?
Thank you.
All right, not a problem. If y'all need anything, give me a call. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna redo this lesson. So this YouTube is still gonna be on our YouTube page, DCI Education Group, but I am going to redo the lesson because I really wanted you guys to hear ACT, and it really should bring more awareness to you guys as far as marketing, considering where we are now. So there's no such thing as a slow day. We just have to educate our clients, and then we have to move accordingly. And when we get back, we'll do a list of services. We should start working on body services. So when I'm talking about body contouring, I'm also talking about salt glows, body wrapping, and things like that. That falls under aesthetics too. And so that's a big spa component. And I can't wait till you guys get back, and we're going to keep it rolling, okay? So give me a call if you need me. Those two ladies, send me those sizes. Somebody just sent me something, send me the sizes, and I'm going to send you guys the address, and I'll see you Monday, okay?
Before we get off the test, tried to do the test. I wrote the essay, but it didn't let me answer any of the questions.
Okay, so you were having difficulty. Okay, so are you on the you in Facebook? Are you are you
Okay,
in the
so when
Facebook
I
group?
click the Facebook one, it's like it's just a file. Do I need to print that off, or do I
No,
need?
actually, when you click the Facebook, it's a link for the test. And so that's the test I want you to take. You would click the link, and then when it comes up, you have to click whether it's A, B, C, and D. I think on the side, then you hit submit at the end.
Okay,
Did
I'm
you
gonna
see
try that.
that? You may have to do a FaceTime,
Okay,
um, or just to walk you through it. So when you get back, well, we'll figure it out. But it's a link, and I'm gonna see if I can copy the link and send it to you via Messenger.
okay,
Um, and then you just read that chapter 11 and SEMA for me, okay?
yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, when it comes to chapter 10, that's the link I'm sending you. And then your reading assignment is chapter 11, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So, Sonny, so we'll talk and catch up in the morning.
Yes, ma'am.
I just want to make sure you got everything. So, y'all have a blessed and amazing evening. They just put a Christmas tree up, so I guess we need to figure out what our color's gonna be for Christmas. So I'm a Christmas person, so we skipping Halloween, and so we moving to Christmas.